Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to click that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. I'd like to give a special thanks to Homestead Hyundai for giving me time with the refresh 2023 Hyundai Palisade SEL with front wheel drive. Let's talk about pricing here for the Hyundai Palisade. Starting price is $37,950, including destination. Also with the options, this one stickers for $39,960. If you guys are on the market for a Hyundai Palisade, be sure to check out Homestead Hyundai and ask for the manager Darwin. He will get you into a new pre-owned vehicle. But let's talk about the front styling here for the Hyundai Palisade. Let's talk about the exterior styling here for the refresh 2023 Hyundai Palisade SEL with front wheel drive. As you guys can see, I like the nice blacked out grille here, very large grille here, and there's the blacked out Hyundai logo front and center. This is the SEL model, so it is kind of on the baser end of their lineup. As you guys can see, new redesigned LED. There's also the new daytime running light, which is here, also with these LED projector headlights here, automatic low and high beam. This area here looks to be functional to put an air curtain over the brakes and wheels. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the refresh Hyundai Palisade. As you guys can see, looking at the side profile here, this has a 114.2 inch wheelbase with an overall length of 196.7. So it does compete with something like the Nissan Pathfinder, Ford Explorer, all the other three-row vehicles in the segment. Looking at these tires and wheels here, like I mentioned, this is the lower end model of the Palisades lineup here. These are a 245/60 Bridgestone tire. They're wrapped in this 18-inch rim design. So like I mentioned, this is the lower end of the Hyundai Palisades lineup. Of course, it wouldn't be an SUV without the side cladding here. There's some aluminum painted like trim here at the lower part of the door panel. There's also some aluminum trim on the door handles. There's also this LED side marker here in the mirror cap. And there's no panoramic sunroof on my model, but you do get these crossbars with these aerodynamic roof rails. Making our way to the rear of the Hyundai Palisade, looking at these rear taillights here, they're full LED, which is a turn signal, brake light, and reverse light. You still have this nice design cue that Hyundai is known for. The reverse lights live down here. There's rear parking sensors. You also have the dual tip exhaust here on the passenger side. There's the Palisade name, which is spelled out also with the Hyundai logo here. I wish it was painted black just like in the front. There's also this rear wiper here to keep the rear glass clean. Open up the cargo back here. This is a power opening tailgate. Once it opens up, it reveals 18 cubic feet of space. This has more space than that Nissan Pathfinder that I reviewed the other day, which has 16.6. So if you guys are looking for a lot of space in the three-row segment, the Palisade is going to offer that. Looking underneath the load floor here, you also have this very large bin here underneath the load floor. You can also power down the second row via this control here. Once you fold down all the seats, Hyundai says that expands the cargo to 86.4. To fold down the third row, just pull on this little lever here. As you guys can see, the floor is completely flat, so you can put your family things on a long road trip in here. So if you guys are looking for practicality, the Hyundai Palisade is going to offer that. Sitting in the interior of the refresh Hyundai Palisade, looking at the current key fob here, just like on the Sonata and just like the rest of their lineup here, this is the same corporate key. There's a lock, unlock, trunk release, a panic button, also remote start mode. As you guys see, the interior is completely different from the 2022 model and down, because this is refreshed for 2023. You have a 12.3 inch display here, also a 12.3 inch digital display there. Reach over here to shut the door of the Palisade. To start up the vehicle, you guys already know, put your foot on the brake and press the stop button right here. Once you do that, you guys can hear that 3.8 liter V6 will come to life. I like the nice gauges here, but you guys can have a more nicer gauge if you go for the top end model. And I do have the AC blowing because it's like 100 degrees outside today. It's super hot. Let's talk about the materials here on the actual door panel. It's gonna be a soft touch ejection molded plastic with this carbon fiber or aluminum like trim here on the actual door panel with this aluminum accented door handle here. There is the air vents over here. There's your dimmer switch, traction control, electronic parking brake, trunk release. The switch gear does feel very high quality. It's automatic up and down only for the driver and passenger. Nice leather here. It's very softly padded. Large cup holder and storage space down here. This is a manual tilt and telescoping wheel. The same steering wheel that's off the Hyundai Sonata, which is a really nice looking steering wheel, but it's still kind of growing on me in the sense. You guys know I'm not a big fan of that particular steering wheel. This also houses the 8-speed automatic transmission. There's paddle shifters just in case you guys want to go into manual mode. There's the headlight and turn signal stock, which is here. Wind wiper stock is there. And you can customize this display. Very simple. As you guys can see, press this button right here. It does show your driver information, compass, tire pressure, also your driver's assistance. The materials on the dash are going to be a soft touch ejection molded plastic. Like I mentioned, two 12.3 inch displays here, which is really nice. Very bright screens here. Just go here to the map system once it boots up, and it does take up the whole entire display here. Unfortunately, guys, I don't have my USB A charger. Unfortunately, Hyundai is still sticking with the USB, not Type-C ports just yet. Maybe in the future they will do that. And Hyundai said they are working on the wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So as of this filming, the larger screen still does not have wireless Apple CarPlay. All the lower screens will have that instead of the bigger screens. Your driver's assistance tech is here. Your volume and voice controls are off to the left side. Push button start. Your air vents are here, of course. Nice aluminum like trim here. It's continued on the actual door panel. There's 3 level heated seats here. You can also get cool seats if you go for a different trim level. There's a lot of buttons here where they kind of eliminate some of the buttons, if I'm not mistaken. There's some shortcut buttons here for the radio controls. There's a volume and tune knob, hazard button here. Putting the vehicle into reverse, foot on the brake, of course, and it does reveal a top-down radar sensoring for the camera system there. There's also trajectory with distance markers, and Hyundai says you can tow up to 5,000 pounds. N, of course, is for neutral, D is for drive, and P is for park. There's going to be 2 12 volts down there. I'm sorry, 1 12 volt is down here, and there is a USB port off to the side. Good storage here just in case you guys are first-time mom or first-time dad. You can put the baby bag underneath this little center console here. There's also a wireless phone charger. My iPhone 13 Pro Max does fit in this area just fine. There's 2 cup holders. As you guys can see really quickly here, let me move my glasses. You can just press these back in. Now it's going to be more storage space there, and you want to have the cup holder pop out, just press right there. And this is also finished in that aluminum like trim that's on the actual dashboard. The center armrest here is going to be slightly padded. It does reveal a USB port also with the 12 volt. Really good storage in there. The seats in here, they're supportive, they're comfortable, and above me, my model does not have that large panoramic sunroof. There's going to be LED lights throughout the cabin, and this right here is that little convex mirror, so you can spy on your rear passengers, as you guys can see right there. Looking at the glove compartment, but it does offer a good amount of storage. But overall, the tech in this vehicle is very decent. It does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but keep in mind, if you guys want the wireless function, Hyundai, Kia, and Genesis does not offer that on their larger screens. You have to go for the smaller screens if you guys want the wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Getting into the second row here, the Hyundai Palisade. Open up the rear door here. As you guys can see, very large opening door, so you can access the second and third row, especially if you're trying to put your children back here. But getting back here, let's talk about the legroom space really quickly. Hyundai says this has 42.4 inches of legroom, so plenty of space to get comfortable back here. And you can slide the seat forward and back to give the third row passenger some more space. There's this nice padded armrest here that does lock into place. As you guys see now, it's locked, but to unlock it, just lift it up, sliding the seat back into its father's position. Shutting the door here really quick. The materials, nice soft touch material with this aluminum accented door handle. There's very large cup holders here in the actual door pocket. There's some more space down here. Switch gear feels really nice. There is 2 map pockets back here, also with 2 Type-C ports in the actual seat backs. Hyundai and Kias and Genesis are known for this nice feature there. There's also rear climate controls back here, 12 volt. The floor back here is completely flat. Like I mentioned, 42.4 inches of legroom. Above me there's LED lights for the cabin. There's also rear air vents. But let's get into the third row really quickly here. As you guys can see, my model does have the captain's chair, so you can go through the aisleway if you guys want to get into the third row. But pressing this button right here, the seat will, slide forward a little bit. Let's get back here. Keep in mind, guys, I just reviewed the Nissan Pathfinder, and to tell you guys the truth, that does compete in the same segment as this vehicle here. As you guys can see, very large window here, just in case you guys get claustrophobic. There's also rear air vents here. There's a sensor here to let you know that you left your children in the back seat and whatnot. The floor back here is completely flat, and you can sit 3 people across. And Hyundai says this has 31.4 inches of legroom. There's also 2 cup holders back here to put some cups and drinks in. But overall, the second and third row of the Palisade does feel very comfortable. It's one of the most largest in the segment compared to the Highlander and also the Nissan Pathfinder. Let's talk about the powertrain specs here for the Hyundai Palisade. Open up the hood here. This has Hyundai's corporate 3.8 liter naturally aspirated powertrain. This is the biggest powertrain in this segment. Some other competitors do offer a 3.5 liter, but Hyundai, they offer this 3.8 liter, like I mentioned, as a naturally aspirated powertrain. This powertrain makes 291 horsepower, 262 pound-feet of torque. It's hooked up to an 8-speed automatic transmission, and Hyundai says properly equipped, this can tow up to 5,000 pounds. Let's talk about fuel economy here. This is rated to get 19 in the city, 27 on the highway, and 22 combined. Keep in mind, if you guys are looking for a hybrid powertrain or plug-in option, you have to look at the other competitors because Hyundai only offers this one engine choice here in the Palisade. So starting off in the 2023 Hyundai Palisade SEL with front-wheel drive, let's talk about the powertrain here. This is a good powertrain It's a 3.8 liter naturally aspirated V6. It makes 291 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque. It's hooked up to an 8-speed automatic transmission, and Hyundai says properly equipped this vehicle can tow up to 5,000 pounds. So it does have really good towing numbers here in the segment. Some other competitors can tow up to 6,000 plus pounds, but if you guys don't need all that towing capability, this will be right in your lineup here. Let's talk about visibility really quick. Great visibility. The dash is a little bit high compared to the other competitors, like for example the Nissan Pathfinder that I recently just tested. You also have these good side mirrors here. This also has blind spot monitoring, adaptive cruise control, forward collision warning with emergency braking. So all the nice driver's assistant features that Hyundai offers, they do give it to you here on the refresh Palisade here. Like I mentioned, really good powertrain. It's hooked up to an 8-speed automatic. Fuel economy is rated at 19 in the city, 27 on the highway, and 22 combined. So the gas mileage is very decent for this large powertrain. It's the largest naturally aspirated powertrain in the segment. The other competitors do offer like a 3.5. So this is the largest in the segment out of the 3-row. Unfortunately, Hyundai does not offer a plug-in variant or a hybrid. So if you guys want that, you have to look at the other competitors. But this does get really good gas mileage for what it is. And it just drives so smooth how good this vehicle drives. The steering feel in here is very playful. You can feel what the front tires are doing. And this pavement here, it is freshly paved, but it just feels like this vehicle is just really gliding along. Since this is the SEL model, it does have the 3-level heated seats here. There's a wireless phone charger. So you still get some really nice tech from Hyundai, especially with the SEL model. The seats in here, they're supportive, they're comfortable. Like I mentioned, the 3-level heated seats. My model does not have the panoramic or the dual glass roof. I can't wait to drive the calligraphy model, so I know that that's going to be more decked out. That's going to be kind of like a Genesis, but at a really good price point. But I just like the way this vehicle drives. Like I mentioned, one of the biggest powertrains in the segment. The visibility is good, even though this A-pillar here is a little bit thick, but that's why Hyundai does give you the blind spot monitoring with the auto dimming feature. So if someone's have their bright lights on behind you, it will kind of dim that, so you can see the rearview mirrors just fine. But overall, I like the nice buttons in here. I like that everything is still physical to touch. Some other competitors still offer touch capacitive buttons, which I'm not a big fan of. I just think the hard buttons are just really nice and more durable to touch, just in case you guys you're looking at the road and you get used to it. As of right now, the engine is shut off. If I ease up off the brake a little bit, it starts up very smooth. I tested the Nissan Pathfinder, and I did notice that once the auto start was a little jittery when the vehicle started back up. I did feel just a little bit of vibrations from the pedals, which I don't think that's a good feeling, especially if you're buying a $40,000 car. But this one drives really good, and just a little bit of acceleration here. And you can't deny that V6, it sounds really good. But if you guys are looking for the ultimate 3-row SUV that offers good legroom space in the 2nd and 3rd row, good cargo space, and it does have best-in-class warranty, the Hyundai Palisade is not going to disappoint. After spending time with the 2023 Hyundai Palisade SEL with front-wheel drive, hope you guys have enjoyed this review here. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at DriveOnReviews. Hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications, and I'll see you all in the next video.